Hi guys, I'm Who Knows, and this is my first ever video tutorial on sound synthesis. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a Psytrance bass. I'm gonna try to explain what I do on it and go as fast as possible so this video doesn't take up to an hour. So let's dive straight into it, guys. Okay, so I already have a kick loaded up here. Let's hear it out. It's a kick sample. I didn't make the kick. It's a kick sample. Let's go on with what we're going to talk about today, which is the vase. I'm going to drag Serum. Serum is great for bass lines. I've got my MIDI note. I'm going to bring this out here. I've got my MIDI note on C sharp. So let's see how that sounds straight away. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go to analog, basic shapes. I'm gonna change to the saw wave on this one. I'm gonna bring the random all the way down and the phase all the way down too, which means it's gonna start every time from here. And then I'm gonna edit this wave shape and press 6 on here and grab this shape and go and dial it in on this. This is gonna make the bass have more high frequencies, be much more snappier when I add a filter. Let's hear it out. Okay, let's start adding filter. And the envelopes. Okay. Now I'm gonna use an LFO as an envelope. I'm gonna make it really snappy. I'm also bringing down the resonance here, and I'm gonna bring the drive up a little bit. So I like how it's sounding so far. Maybe just this a little bit into here. Let's hear that. I changed the filter to 18 because it lets more high frequency content go through the filter. I like it. So, okay, that's the basic synthesis, guys. It's really simple. So we're gonna dive into the process. First of all, we're gonna want and bring some EQ to our bass. Keep an eye on how the waveform is gonna change. Let me bring this a little bit more here. Okay, there you go. And gonna add low cut on 36 dB per octave, and I'm gonna play this. I usually go from 30 to 38, no further than that. I'm gonna see what's the sweet spot on it, and I will click here on natural phase. I think it's the perfect way in between zero latency and linear phase, so natural phase is fine for me. I add a little bit of Q here, so it boosts up a little bit here, but a little bit tinier. You can see straight away how it changes our waveform. I am gonna add a vowel, sharper vowel, and gonna go here to what we're working with. We're in D sharp, so D sharp's gonna be fine here. And another vowel here like this. And I'm gonna try to find frequencies between 200 and 400 hertz that I don't like with this one. Let's hear it out. I think that's the spot. Then I'm gonna do a high shelf with 1 dB extra from 2K onward. Just gonna give a little bit more click to our bass. So let's hear it with and without the Pro Cube. Nice. So next, I'm gonna add Cytomic the glue. It's an emulation of an SSL compressor. I like this one. Bring the attack up so it doesn't affect the transient. Release so the effect stays longer. And I'm gonna start applying it. Okay, so let's hear it with and without the glue. It's giving me more transient to our bass. It's compressing the body while it's letting the transient flow with the attack we have in there. This one, sorry. Then I'm gonna add Saturn. I'm gonna bring the knob down. Gonna separate into 4 bands, and I'm gonna find a sweet spot for each one. So let's hear it with and without Saturn, and let's see how it affects our shape. So without, it sounds like this. And with it on, it sounds like this. Duplicated the Saturn. And I'm gonna bring the mix down up to around 45% on the second one. Let's hear how that sounds. Okay, I like it. We're getting close to finishing this one. I also want to add some Transient Shaper. Go straight up and turn this guy's on. Sorry, I want to solve this one. I'm gonna bring this one to 3K hertz, 3000 around there. It's fine. Bring this one back to 150 around there, and I'm gonna start moving the attack on each frequency spectrum to shape it. It's gonna make the transient of every one of these parts snappier. So let's give it a try. So let's hear it with and without the transient shaper. Nice, so it's sounding really, really nice. That could be your baseline. What I also like to do is place a limiter on it and squash it a little bit so that everything is even in volume. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so the shape of our vase is super even. It doesn't have spikes anywhere, so that's really good. That means our transient and the body of the kick have the same volume, which is what I want. And then we can go ahead and add an audio track and tell it to record from channel 2 Serum. I'm going to record that. Press Command J and bring this up to 0 dB so we can check how it is. It's a really nice bass line, guys. I think that would work really well on anything. I'm gonna go here and also check for the latency. That's why I always work in audio, guys. Always. One tip from me would be always render your bass lines to audio, so they start where they need to start every single time. And let's hear that with our kick to see what we've got so far. That's really nice. Okay, so that's really nice. It's a really nice bass line. Now, if you want to make it like 16ths, this, this, and this, okay. And if you want to do it this way, or I mean anytime, any type of bass you do, I recommend this. Drag an LFO tool to the bass channel. Make sure you draw something like this on the curve. And split, I'm gonna turn it on and tell it to go, so everything below 305 hertz is being low down in volume on this space, which is the kick space. And another LFO tool to, I'm gonna do almost the same type of curve, but I'm not gonna bring this one all the way down. And I'm also not clicking on the split, it's turned off. This is what's gonna make the groove of the bass. Let's hear it. Whoa, what happened there? Let's see. I don't know what happened. I don't know why every time I record something it just messes things up. Okay, no. And this LFO, so I'm gonna bring in here. Okay, I'm gonna hear this one. Okay guys, so that's really basic of how I do my bass lines. Also, one other tip: if you're gonna change the note of your bass line, a note, play with notes on your track. Let's say if you want to go up 3 notes, well, just just have to record it again. Hit Command J on it, do what we did with the last one, 0 dB, make sure the latency is not ruining our day. Let's go there, okay. And I want you guys to check this out. Okay, so in this one they're pretty similar, but each time you change a note, what you might find is that your transient, and more if you go each time higher on notes, the transient is gonna change. So what I do on my bass lines is, once I've got the transient I want for all my basses to have in that track on my fundamental note, I just come here, Control X, Control C, and zoom into it. Ableton has this really nice crossfaders. Do this. So I'm placing the click to be the same on this note as on this one, but it has the body of F sharp. So Command J, and let's listen to it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this one sounds like this. This one here. Okay, make it a. Okay, so that makes it sound with the same click, with the same transient every single time, and adds consistency to tracks, which I found it to sound really nice. And yeah, you just have to record the audio from the other note you want to use and do that little trick I showed you guys here. I think that would be all for today. Um, if you have any doubts, this was just one kind of bass. You can keep tweaking the synthesis, but that was like a good start point from where you can go. You can play with the curves in Serum. With this one, you can bring the cutoff up, down. It's up to your taste, but I think those are the tips I would use every time to make a Psytrance bass. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and if you guys have any more ideas on what I should um, cover up in next tutorials, it would be really nice. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you make the best out of it, and have a nice day, guys.